Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports Media. So we finally had a Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift sighting. Yes, we've been waiting for this for the longest. You know, we know that Caitlin Clark is a huge Taylor Swift fan. And after Caitlin Clark appeared on Travis Kelce and Jason Kelsey's podcast over a week ago, we knew it was coming down to it. We knew that Caitlin Clark was going to make her way around. We just seen Caitlin Clark last year at the Eras Tour, not one night, but 2 nights. And Travis Kelce was not too far behind her. So we knew this link up was going to happen eventually. And we knew it was going to happen at a football game with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, there's a possibility, since the Kansas City Chiefs are in the AFC Championship game, that Caitlin Clark will make her second appearance with Taylor Swift at that game. So while everybody is worrying about Rival and everything else, we got Caitlin Clark hanging out with her favorite artist, Taylor Swift, and they look pretty chummy. To be honest with you, Taylor Swift, you know, a little bit older than Caitlin Clark, but you know, they're pretty casual. They were having conversations, not knowing what the conversation is about, but hey, I know there are going to be some way that Taylor Swift said, hey, I could help your career a little bit. I could boost you up a little bit more. Now, granted, some people wasn't feeling Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift hanging out, you know, saying that, well, hey, Caitlin Clark, you're a bigger star than Taylor Swift and all of this stuff here, there, blah, whatever the case might be. And none other than Skip Bayless had to make his feelings known about the situation and whining and complaining. But before I get into Skip Bayless, let's see the first clip of Kate and Tate.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever. From Des Moines, been a Chiefs fan since she was a kid, the AP Female Athlete of the Year and the first overall pick in the WNBA Draft, Rookie of the Year.
So with that, that's, you know, it was good to see, because I was wondering, because I was watching the Chiefs game before I watched my Commanders destroy the Detroit Lions last night. But I figured eventually she was. Caitlin has been making her rounds all in the off season, going to basketball games, going to football games. Heck, she was at a baseball game, the Yankees early in the season. Last year she was at the Colts game. She's been at the Butler game, basketball game. So she has been making her rounds. She's been everywhere. She also been working on her game. People think that, hey, she's not working on her game. But guess what? There's no one that's going to come into the game more prepared. Yeah, we had watched some of this Rival mess today for the weekend. But make no mistake, Caitlin is going to be the most freshest, most prepared person that comes in the game. But just to have her and Taylor Swift hanging out is pretty cool. You know, you might not be a big Taylor Swift fan, but you know, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, hey, I'm all in to support Caitlin Clark. Not running about all the optics, the politics, and all the stuff right there. I don't even have time for it. My job is to talk sports, and that's what I'm going to talk. Anything with dealing with Caitlin Clark or any of my teams, that's what I do. But being honest with you, they looked like they was having a blast. They was really enjoying themselves. They was hanging out, laughing, having a conversation, stuff like that. Until, like I said, Skip Bayless had to make his feelings known about the situation. Wait, Caitlin Clark is up in the Arrowhead box with Taylor Swift. Caitlin, you don't need to be seen with her. You're bigger than she is. Just stay on your own path. All right. So my thing is this here is that I understand how Skip feel, but Caitlin Clark can hang out with who she wants to hang out with. It's her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's really the one that's is the movement. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, I'm sure Caitlin Clark wanted to meet her. Now they did took pictures and stuff like that. There's a lot of pictures, dealing with these two and everything like that. You can see this one right here. Um, you can see they having a great time. They laughing, joking, and stuff like that. And you can't get mad at that. To be honest, Caitlin Clark is living her best life, man. Excuse me. Whether we like it or not, Caitlin Clark is living her best life. You can't not. Me personally, I'm not upset about it. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. Everybody else could be upset about it. That's fine and everything. Caitlin, she's young. You know what I'm saying? She's living her best life. She's to be honest, her status is up there. Caitlin Clark's status is up there. It's not like how Angel Reese or Angel Wilson or everybody else status is. They probably like here. Caitlin Clark's status is up here. She's world recognized, man. And to be in the same, to be in the same stratosphere now with a Taylor Swift, that's movement in itself. You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because now, guess what we're going to have at Indiana? Guess what we're going to have in Indiana? Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift showing up at Indiana games. They're going to probably be to a couple of games this year in the support of Caitlin Clark. Fans going to go crazy. There's going to be must-see TV, everything like that. So, and Taylor Swift, her and Travis Kelce already set. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce already said that they are going to be at some Indiana Fever games this year. Don't be surprised they'd be at All-Star Weekend too. That would be huge, and maybe that's something Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift's been talking about. Maybe she could get Taylor Swift to perform at All-Star Weekend. Who knows? You talk about big time. You talk about something like that to happen, transpire like that. That's where you talk about you got a superstar that has that kind of pull, that kind of movement. You know what I'm saying? She could bring celebrities there. She could bring there, So me personally, I just think that it's great to see them because it could open a lot of doors, not just for Caitlin Clark, but for the league itself, for the WNBA. If they only embrace that. That's the only thing about it. If they only embraced it. Because you got a superstar that could do movements, that could bring a lot of resources to the league. It could benefit not just her, but it could benefit the league and the benefit of other players. This is something that we was talking about since the beginning of last year, where you got a Caitlin Clark that could open and unlock a lot of stuff for the league. But you can't when Kathy Engelbert, she's the commissioner of the league, and you scared to promote her because you fear of everybody's feelings or whining and complaining, then you're gonna always be behind the eight ball. This is why the league never moved the way it did before. Because they scared to highlight somebody that has that kind of gravitational pull. You can't just sit back and say, hey, well, I got to worry about everybody's feelings. Everything is not going to go the way you expect it to go. Everything is not going to go the way you think it should go. Everything is not going to go the way you think you should be expected to earn and get. Allow it to manifest for you and you'll be okay. having somebody like Caitlin Clark that's out there that now that she has a connection with a Taylor Swift, now she could say, hey, she could go back and tell Kelly Kushkoff or Amber Cox and say, hey, or whoever the owner is, say, hey, I talked to Taylor Swift. She might want to, we could probably get her. She is more than willing to say, hey, I could get her to perform, or she would like to perform at the All-Star game. Imagine how that would be, Taylor Swift performing at the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? You know, from a nearby arena or whatever the case may be, or showing up at a game. You know, I mean, who knows? And even if she doesn't perform, she could show up there. She could, you know, just make an appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's you never know how these things could work out. You know, and if the WNBA continue to put themselves behind the 8 ball, they're always going to be in last place. They're always not going to be able to get the things. Now, speaking of Kathy Egerberg, she was at this Pro-Am event talking about, you know, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, you know, and it's like how things are in the league is changing and how they could learn from different things. Well, guess what, Kathy? You probably wouldn't have even been at that Pro-Am if Caitlin Clark wasn't at a Pro-Am. Caitlin Clark, everybody in golf, they want a piece of Caitlin Clark. They don't want a piece of you. They don't want a piece of the W. But guess what? If Caitlin Clark is going to be part of the W, they'll do business with you because of Caitlin Clark. They're not doing business with you because of you or what you doing in the W. That ain't the case. They doing business with you because of Caitlin Clark. And they, you know, some of these conversations behind closed doors would be like, hey, look, the only reason I'm doing business with you because you got Caitlin Clark. We want her to be, you know, represented with us, you know, so I don't care what you do. You know, if you want us to work with you, then, hey, this is what's got to be done. So, like I said, it's great to see Caitlin Clark and Tay got together, you know, and I'm sure we're going to see them more. Like I said, I think they'll be at Caitlin Clark will be at the AFC Championship game next week in Kansas City. And, you know, she's a huge Kansas City fan. She's been a Chiefs fan. She's a huge Taylor Swift fan. So it all finally came together for both of them. And I'm sure you're going to see great things between them, you know, in years to come. So, and it's just a start. And now that she's been on Travis Kelce podcast, I'm sure you can see her on there again. So, yeah. So there's going to be something exciting to look for. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Until then, I do got to show you one more video of Caitlin and them when Travis Kelce scored a touchdown and everything like that. I meant to show you that. I almost got out of here without that.
Mahomes steps up, throws, and he got it. Touchdown, Kelce.
And you can tell that Taylor Swift genuinely likes Caitlin Clark. I mean, they hugging and stuff. You got to think, Taylor Swift been at these games all last year and everything like that. And, you know, now it used to be, it's funny, it used to be Brittany Mahomes in the press box with Taylor Swift. Don't know what's going on with that. But now it is, you're going to see, you know, you probably going to see Caitlin Clark up there with her, you know, in some time. Like I said, Taylor and Kelce, after the season over, you know, they'll be at some Indiana Fever games. But again, continue to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell every time I drop a hardcore video. And until the next episode, I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.